2. Is it going to be retribution and revenge, or will it be the marking of the end of an era in this matchup? Kalidov, Narkun 2. This is a catchweight bout at 92 kilograms, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Referee, Mr. Mark Goddard. Buckle up, KSW fans. This is going to be a roller coaster.
Watch for the boxing from Kalidov. He was able to catch him with the right cross twice. That came in the first frame last time. Narkun's got great kicks. I want to see lots of those in the feet here. Kalidov needs to be wary of the grappling. Narkun, of course, there we go. Get things at kicking distance.
Very precise low kick there from Narkun. Worked that very well. And immediately that's causing Kalidov problems. Kalidov, though, he's a trickster. Plays the mind game, but very relaxed fighter. Has he got enough in the armory for Narkun, though? Because Narkun's upright is very good. We know what he can do on the ground. But Kalidov sent him to the mat twice in the first outing. That's a great low kick. And Kalidov needs to sharpen up there because Narkun slowly starting to cause problems for that lead left leg.
Mahmoud is waiting here, but he can't wait too long because that leg is already starting to redden from the low kicks of Narkun. This is what Kalidov wants to do. He wants to try to pull a counter. I mean, I was watching him on the pads this week. That was one of the combinations. Throwing punches, dipping back, trying to draw someone in, and then counter.
But then what Narkun has to advantage is those long legs. I mean, they are incredibly long. And if he can keep landing that low kick, he's going to cause problems for Kalidov. Kalidov needs to remain mobile. Does he look on form tonight, Kalidov?
Well, I think he's waiting. He's obviously looking for that opening, and when he sees it, watch for the blitz. But he can't wait too long because right now he's losing this round.
So, just over 3 minutes left, round 1. The only thing meaningful has been that low kick from Narkun. In the exchange there, they both try to land the shot that doesn't come off. Kalidov just moves so well, doesn't he? And at the weight, he's just feather light. But he's getting peppered, and that lead left leg is starting to glow. And comes in, though, with the attack.
That's what I was looking for. Sometimes you get this one, guys have a rematch, and the first one was such a firefight. No one's too keen to go on there and go out on their shield right away.
Narkun got great composure, closing off the ring. Kalidov. Oh, there's the trick! A big left hand! Narkun goes to the canvas, and that's what Kalidov can do.
He's looking for that home run again here, Will. That's the speed, that's the timing. That's what he was able to get the ascendancy with in that first fight. Can he do it again here?
Narkun was rocked by that. He really had the wind taken out of his sails. Kalidov sends a strong message, and you said he was losing this round, but he's gone back to work here, big style.
He's got that funky Russian style of boxing where he loops punches and whips them down. You can't catch a whip. It's so tough to defend and redirect those punches.
Just comes in behind the right southpaw, but then throws the left. He really is slipping and tricksing, and he's relaxed into this Kalidov now. Just look at him on his toes. Now he's found his rhythm, and now he's saying to Narkun, right, now you come and catch me, and I'll punish you all the way. It's not just punishment, though. Those are real powerful shots. That's a clumsy look. Kalidov.
He's hardly moved his eyes. He's just looking straight at Narkun. He gives you no indication of where he's going to throw. Some fighters will give you some little clues and tells. Oh, that was a cracking right. That caught Narkun. Another good connection from Kalidov. He's a very good boxer.
Kalidov making a statement now, sending a message to Narkun. We talked about lightning striking twice. Well, it ain't over till it's over, but Kalidov hasn't become a legend in KSW for no reason at all. Let's just see how this plays out. We've just got under a minute left. In fact, 45 seconds of this first round. And clearly with that knockdown, Kalidov has taken the round.
You promised the fire was back, but it's been very much controlled aggression in this round so far.
Oh, absolutely. He has no anger, no aggression in him at all, Kalidov. He's like a shark. He just rolls his eyes back and eats what's in front of him. There's no anger at all. He's just almost on a transcendental spiritual level. Not unlike yourself, Chris.
Oh, nice right again. He cracked Narkun there. I mean, Narkun shook it off. He just dips his head and just whips the punch in.
You know what's happening for me? Narkun is showing his surprise at what Kalidov is doing. When Kalidov cracks him, Narkun almost says, damn, that hurt. You can't do that in a fight. You got to suck it up and see.
Very interesting first round. It took Kalidov a couple of minutes after the kicks came in from Narkun to get comfortable, but he was just reading. I mean, great fighters will look for patterns and look for openings, and they will take their time to get set up. They'll loosen up. They'll try to throw their opponent off, who maybe was expecting a really fast attack. For example, like we saw against Luke Barnett. Or for example, Michael Materla. We didn't see that in this fight from Kalidov. Take a look at some of the action. We did see Narkun pepper those low kicks in, but Kalidov landed 3 or 4 very solid punches.
That's the dangerous punch, that left hand. He throws it from nowhere, and he turns it in. So it's not an overhead. By twisting it in, he straightens it out and harnesses that power. And there's the power of the kicks from Narkun. But Kalidov, happy to stand and trade, but much more mobile than Narkun. Well, Narkun has had to wake up and smell the coffee here, it has to be said. This isn't a cake to be walked, he knows that. He came in confident, but Kalidov now finding his stride. 2 of a scheduled 3. Of course, the corner of Mamed Aslanbek Saidov, another great KSW fighter. Narkun kind of looks like a man who's run out of ideas, and they're having a little talk to each other. It's never a good thing in a fight. I always think that chat counts for nothing and is a distraction away from the fact that you're not having your own way. And Kalidov doing all kinds of spoiling. That lead leg, though, of Kalidov, though, won't go 3 rounds being peppered like that. And someone in Narkun's corner needs to maybe tell him that that's the shot he needs to be firing.
Again, a very patient start here in the second from Kalidov. This may have been a cardio decision as well. We've seen him get tired in the 3rd round in recent fights. He's just picking his shots. But then again, you talk about Narkun not quite having a plan B. This is how the last fight played out, and look what happened. So Narkun is a very crafty guy. He's a champion for a reason.
So defending well, keeping loose, working at range, trying to work the counter. Electrifyingly fast with that right hand. We've seen it cause damage before. But the left, that's the tricky one, coming in behind the right. Narkun reading it, starting to throw his own. Comes forward now to advantage himself of that pressure. Kalidov back in his stride.
Kalidov was showing that right and then actually lunged in with the left. That's the thing. Narkun was expecting him to lead with the right, and he came in with the opposite hand.
Well, he could only go to the well so many times, and I mean, Narkun could come to expect that. Kalidov has thrown it a couple of times. What I am noticing is the redness on the lead left leg of Mamed Kalidov. And if I'm honest with you, Narkun's missing a trick here. He should be firing in a shot to that leg every time he opens up. Left-right combination, then the low kick. Well, he's starting to work the inside now.
I like the rear push kick. I'd like to see Narkun lead with that teep. It's a good technique against a guy who's trying to take your head off like Kalidov is. Ooh, eye poke.
Accidental.
Mark Goddard sending Mamed Kalidov to the neutral corner. Let's take a look at the replay here. Kalidov was obviously very much worried about using his frame, pushing the guard out, and that is an infraction. What a shame this would be if we saw the fight decided from this foul. That's a clean poke. That was pinky and index finger straight into the eye socket.
Well, no one will be happy. If this is what causes the end of the fight, and Marc Goddard having to stamp his authority on this and get the doctor to function in a proper way here, and he's asking very direct questions. Is he able to continue?
Is there an injury? Thomas, can you see me? Can you see me, Thomas?
And Marc Goddard taking emphatic control, and he's asking the doctor to leave.
What he's done here is he's asked for an assessment. He's taken the doctor's advice. He's asked Narkun very clearly, can you see yes or no? I need a decision. The action's going to resume.
So we continue. Narkun comes back strong. Clock was off, back on. And a great refereeing there from Marc Goddard, it really was. He had to take control of the situation. And rightly so.
Narkun needs to keep moving here and try to make the exit of the second. Kalidov knows he's clearly been affected by the eye poke. Now, it was certainly not an intentional thing, but that can have an effect on the fight. So Narkun needs to kind of run the clock here, keep using the kicks. Obviously, only he knows how far he's recovered from that. He looks comfortable here, Will.
You know, it's the sloppy work from Kalidov that I don't know if it's intentional or not. He throws that swinging low kick and turns so slowly. I mean, you know, your grandmother could move quicker. But is that part of the way to bring Narkun in, to punish him on the way out? So, just over a minute left now. And Kalidov, I think, is allowing time to elapse after that infraction to make sure that if he does get a win now, it can't be connected with that. So he's gone straight into the open guard of Narkun. Was that a good idea, Chris?
Well, it's where he lost the fight last time. Clearly he wanted out of there. Framed up, just pushed down, postured, and got out. Smart. That was the fight he was winning last time. Nice kicks here from Narkun. That leg is tenderized, Will.
Yeah.
Marc Goddard not happy with that exchange, and from a stalling position, Narkun is put back to the upright.
Narkun brings in the big shots with the overhand right. Tries to pressurize Kalidov. Kalidov on his bike. The accuracy not great here. Narkun now back on form. Goes for a double leg takedown and gets Kalidov onto the mat. Kalidov has to defend off his back and close the guard.
Oh, push there from Narkun after the bell. Kalidov posts and actually pushes him away. Both guys not entirely happy at that. In any case, we will see a third.
Well, it's tense, as you'd imagine, and there's a little bit of friction. It's tough to score thus far. I think the excitement and the tension plays an awful lot.
I've got him tied up right now. I can see a case for Kalidov 10-9 because of the 3 or 4 very significant punches and dropping Narkun as well with that left. Yes, Narkun landed good kicks in the first, but I can see a case for Kalidov. That round, I've got Narkun. Takedown, a lot of low kicks. Nothing super effective apart from a few pop shots from Kalidov. Some good kicks for sure, but I think Narkun just edged it.
We're going into this third and final round now with everything to play for. You heard the guru's assessment. Kalidov, Narkun, the rematch, take 2. Both men have come to do business. Third and final round here at KSW 46. And this is where it gets down and dirty. This is where Narkun is going to bring the action. He's got everything to play for here and puts Kalidov under instant pressure. Kalidov has to get on his bike and get out of there.
He's hobbling on that lead leg, Will. He's tired. Those kicks have taken their toll. Mark Goddard says fight.
I think a big mistake of Kalidov to have left that lead left leg out there for so much peppering. Is Kalidov tired, or is he just fainting? Does he want to draw Narkun in? Narkun's not having any of it. Kalidov working the counter, happy to stay on the outside of the cage here, working his way round.
Nice right there from Narkun. Maybe a mistake from Kalidov to give it to him, but a good move from Narkun to attack it. It's paid dividends. Leg kicks are like money in the bank. It's an investment, and it's a quick return if you go into the later rounds.
Well, the age difference between these two is seismic. 10 years. Narkun, the younger player here, takes the single leg, and down goes Kalidov. And this time, it's not on the bell. They've still got enough time on the clock for damage. And just look at Narkun use the power to get across and pass guard.
This is massive. Narkun can go into autopilot here. He's 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock in which to work, and he's got full side control.
Well, Mehmet Kalidov in the hurt locker here. Narkun powering his way off the wire.
Narkun is world class here, Will, and he is working on that far side arm. He's got it isolated. Left arm and the head have kept it in good position. Little pot shots here, a couple short elbows on Kalidov, and now he's going to go to work on that arm. Narkun is absolutely a phenomenal grappler, one of the best BJJ guys at 205 in the world.
Well, this is a world of pain for Kalidov. Trying to cover up. Narkun, heavy hands there, punching the head of Kalidov. This is really dangerous territory for Mehmet Kalidov. But Kalidov transitions and comes out. What a turnaround! What a transition! Kalidov wiggles his way out from underneath, and this time Kalidov is on top.
Narkun is tired. He was obviously using those short punches in hopes to be able to reach and grab an Americana or something on the far side. Kalidov timed his escape out the back door and now reverses the position.
Oh, he was gone with the wind, Kalidov. That was brilliant. And it's all about timing, isn't it? And now, just when Narkun thought that he'd caused enough problems and enough pressure to take this win, look who's on top. Still dangerous, still trying to bring the arms and the legs into play here, Narkun. Looking to the corner.
Narkun is tired. He knows he's got to time his attack and make it count. Oh, there we go, armbar. He's got that armbar, Will. That's tight. That's really tight. He's going to go belly down and roll through. Wow.
Well, what a bit of escapology there. He had the armbar, but Kalidov gone with the wind again. This is dramatic. Can Kalidov do enough now? Coming up to the end of this round, we've got over a minute left. He needs to have a decisive win, really.
That arm was deep. Now he's going to go for a straight arm lock off his back. Couldn't catch it. Now spin. That's in again. It's in. Is the elbow in play? Wow. Kalidov does the right thing. He thought about trying to drag it out, but one arm in is a danger zone. That's where he got caught with that triangle last time.
We talked about the long legs there of Narkun and how he was so dangerous, but he's used up all the energy, and Kalidov now in that open guard, starting to land punches. This is decisive. The legs go up again, but Kalidov powers forward.
Both guys are exhausted at this point, but Kalidov is reaching into the inner workings of his soul and just punching.
Mark Goddard there saying no hits to the back of the head. Kalidov goes to the upright. And is this grains of sand slipping away for Narkun? There's the guillotine attempt, but he's fallen foul. Could be a leg lock for Narkun. And this time Kalidov has to close the guard.
What a fight. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting it all out there and hanging it on the line. Both men absolutely putting it out there.
Well, it was one of those fights where it's not like we didn't know what to expect. We knew Kalidov's boxing was going to be a factor. It was. We knew Narkun's kicking game was going to be a factor. It was. Kalidov was able to hang with Narkun on the ground, attack a couple of times. Narkun the same. We saw something for everyone in that one.
Well, before we get the result, the guru, Mr. Chris Hoekstra, and me, Sensei Will Vanders, we both hope you've enjoyed KSW 46. We look forward to being with you in 2019 for an amazing KSW MMA year. Please check the KSW website and tune in on www.kstv.com to join Chris and me for more explosive KSW Super MMA.
And here the replay of the action where Narkun was able to press the takedown, and you thought this might have been the beginning of the end, especially when he was able to pass guard, work on that far side arm, but he was tired. Look at Kalidov just buck his hips, pop out, clear the arm. He's such an explosive guy, and we saw that explosive character, the explosive character of old, especially here when Narkun had that arm. I mean, the elbow was past the fulcrum point. That's what you're looking for. Kalidov, though, turned his thumb, relieved the pressure on that, came out. Amazing. Both guys throwing everything, caution to the wind included, as well as Kalidov dropping for a choke of his own. Narkun slipped out to the point of exhaustion. Amazing.
Well, somebody's got to win. Very close to call, Chris. Would you hazard a guess? I'm not. We have to wait and hear what the judges' scorecards have said on this. And here's the decision coming now.
Szanowni Państwo, oto punktacja. Sędzia Ben Kartlisz 30 do 27. Sędzia Leszek Pawlęga 29 do 28. Sędzia David Lefferby 29 do 28.
For the winner by unanimous decision,
Panie I Panowie,
ladies and gentlemen,
zwycięzcą walki wieczoru
the winner is Thomas the Giraffe Narkun! Thomas Narkun takes the win. Kalidov, the legend,
przedstawiciel firmy
has to drink from the bitter chalice that is defeat. It was always going to be a bridge too far, with 10 years age difference and the skill sets that Narkun has. I actually think there would have been another ending to this. What are your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, I have to agree with that decision. I understood that it was probably tied up going into the third. I feel like Narkun's takedown in the third, his leg kicks. Yes, Kalidov was able to escape a couple of times and threaten in a couple of positions, but Narkun provided the more submission attempts in the third. The takedown, the leg kicks, that all accumulated for me. Effective striking and grappling, going for Narkun. Good win. It wasn't one that we necessarily thought was going to go the distance, but we got a 3-round thriller in the end.
Well, I'm sure we're going to go and talk to the winner and indeed the loser. And just before we leave you, a festive message for both Chris and I. Have a peaceful holiday period and a blessed new year. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Oos.
But now we go center ring for the interview.
Proszę Państwa,
Zaczynam od przegranego dzisiaj, ale człowieka, który wygrał swoją karierę i wiele wielkich rzeczy w